Hello? Hello? Yeah, we are here. Make sure you guys can actually hear me. Hello, everybody. Lex here. Today we're going to be watching some Scary Comp V112. So, if you guys want to check this out, I'll leave a link in the description below. But the original video is a bizarre bub, and I highly recommend checking it out. But without further much, let's get right into it.
Of 2026 at around 11 p.m., Destiny K is fast asleep when suddenly something unexpected wakes her up out of bed. Destiny
Thunder.
didn't know it at the moment, but her house was struck by lightning. However, this wouldn't be the only thing she wasn't aware of, because on the same night of this incident, something rather creepy was recorded on camera. During the time that lightning struck her house, something happens inside her room.
Okay. So that's me in bed. There's a TV. Look in this general area, okay? This corner of the room. And tell me if you see what I see. The lightning strikes. Look in this bottom right corner. Wait for it. There. To the brightness.
Now I'll play the video in slow-mo so you can see it better, but keep in mind that the sound you hear in this video isn't scary music that was added to the footage. The sound is naturally what you hear when you play it at 10% speed. The following is what was caught.
What is that? Oh, I have a little key I can just press. No, I don't see anything. I really don't. Wait. I don't see anything. What are y'all tripping about? Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Well, I don't see anything. Talking about this right here. I don't know what that is. I thought that's just a camera glitch. That is a little weird. It's like something manifests there and it just disappears. That is really, really weird to catch on, especially a camera like that. There's a possibility he added it in post-production. They added it in post-production, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Interesting though.
Do you see that?
Oh my god, I see it better here. What? Why do I see it better here than the original video? What is that? I see it like way better here than I did in the original video. That's genuinely, that's great. That's crazy.
Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am, I see it.
Tell me that doesn't look like a person sitting on the floor in my bedroom. And then they're gone.
It kind of looks like more like a person kneeling than sitting down, in my opinion. Oh no, I dropped my phone.
And then it's just gone. With this thing, keep in mind that
Although Destiny can't figure out what exactly was caught here, she can definitely see an outline of a body.
Okay.
The image isn't exactly the clearest, but there's no doubting that something which wasn't there initially suddenly appears before disappearing in a flash.
So over here is where I capture the footage. I do not want to go over there, so I'm kind of staying over here. I haven't really sort of crossed this way. I sort of exit out the other door. Basically I saw the flash.
Now, little did she know that this wouldn't be the only thing she recorded on camera, because something else was captured inside her home on the same night of this incident.
Literally half the power in this house is out. Half of the house is out.
Over at her living room, her security camera recorded the fire department arriving to her house. They were there to check for any fire hazards caused by the lightning strike, but during their inspection, something very strange happens.
This is all captured on like
This
security cameras.
Anytime something like this happens, I 100% immediately believe. Okay, when it comes to like police interactions or them the work that they do, like they specifically don't really care for paranormal stuff when they're at a house. They're more of looking like she said, they're looking like, well, like Bizarre Bub said, they're looking more for any safety hazards of like anything that could have happened after the lightning strike. So if something happens and it catches them off guard, you know it has to be real.
Battery operated, and thank God.
The same thing goes for police interactions too. But body cams, those are really really hard to like not be, or to like be faked, in my opinion at least.
We had that. Pay attention to this firefighter right here. He keeps looking over at the couch again and again, like as if someone's sitting there and there's not. And this is when it really gets weird.
According to the firemen, they'd sworn they'd seen someone sitting down on this couch. Watch closely.
Gonna hear a whisper. I saw that. I saw that. I'm not gonna point it out. I'm gonna make you guys work for it. Did you guys see it? As a wise man once say, did you see it? Okay, I try to be like Luke's top 5, but I'm not like him.
On the same sofa where they thought they saw someone sitting, this happens. An imprint on the back cushion begins to rise, almost as though someone had gotten off the couch. Now, of course, it's quite—
No, it's more looks like someone was pushing something from the inside. Look at it. Yeah, it looks like something's like inside of the couch and it pushes a cushion. More than someone just rising up from the cushion. It looks more like someone's inside of it just pushing
to rise, almost as though someone had gotten off the couch. Now, of course, it's quite likely that the firefighter was merely leaning on the sofa, causing the cushion to pop back into place after getting—
Yeah, but okay, that could be a good excuse, I guess.
off. But here's where things start to get truly creepy.
There's
If it's
more.
likely the case that the fireman was responsible for the rising cushion,
Okay,
how does one explain this? On the same recording,
oh my God,
just a
there's
few minutes
more.
before checking this panel, a fireman shines his light on the couch and shows this.
I saw it.
No one was leaning on the couch this time, let alone being close to the sofa, yet somehow, an imprint begins to clear up, as though someone had stood up from sitting down. Like someone disturbed by the light, they move away. Now, none of the firemen had noticed the shifting imprint, and neither had Destiny, until she went through all the recordings to see if anything else happened on this night. But while scrubbing through all the—
You know, I think it'd be cool if I caught something on my camera, because we have cameras around the house. But, you know, at the same time, I'm kind of glad we don't.
videos,
I don't
she
want no
found
ghost.
something else that she didn't even
If it does, I'm making them pay rent.
notice at first, and it's something that you might have missed too while watching these clips. Early on, when the fireman kept looking at this couch as if seeing someone sitting there, this happens.
There's more. That's a dog. That first roar scared me a little. That doesn't even sound like a dog, to be honest. Then
Whatever it was that the fireman kept seeing on this couch must have been so unsettling that he couldn't stop glancing over. Perhaps he was trying to make sense of what he was seeing, but it didn't help because looking this way only made things more baffling. Somehow, a candle that was burning bright goes out all of a sudden. Then later, another candle extinguishes. The two candles, combined with the fact that both firemen thought they saw someone sitting on the couch, makes this whole occurrence unsettling.
You know, there's one thing I put together from this. The ghost is really a couch potato.
With everything that occurred that night, it's no wonder why she can't help but
Don't worry, I'm like that too.
think that a ghost
I was like, what is that noise? It's my... I was playing some American Truck Simulator earlier. I have a full steering wheel, a clutch pedal, gas pedal, you know, the whole brake, the whole system, because I also have a shifter. I also have a trucker shifter as well, but it doesn't really fit on my TH8A as good.
or some paranormal thing was caught on camera. But like with most of these videos, it's never certain as to what was captured. Currently, there haven't been any updates on the situation, but until then, this one has yet to be explained. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I find it believable, mainly because of the firemen. Damn, we're 7 minutes in. And the recording is 12 minutes in. It's reaction, alright? It's literally reaction. That's what I'm supposed to do. Pause it, talk. Okay, I'm just gonna continue, alright? I'll stop. Number 4.
Now this next video was sent in by Nia22, who writes that she took this recording back in 2014. She remembers filming this moment right away, just in case she needed proof for anyone who wouldn't believe her. While staying over at her grandmother's house, her grandma's dog Coco began staring at the ceiling, but Coco had no reason to look there as nothing was on the ceiling. She would just stare at it before hiding underneath the bed. Turns out, she was looking at the two ribbons attached to the ceiling fan, one of which is moving by itself. But then suddenly, something happens that terrifies everyone inside.
Here's my old phone, just to prove that it's not edited or anything.
This is Nia's footage. Watch.
Bro.
Did that boy text you yet?
No, look. Coco can tell something's wrong. Do you see that?
Imagine when she opened the curtain and there was just something staring at the camera that only we could see, but she couldn't. That'd be crazy.
The ribbon. Coco. Coco. What you doing down here?
What? Can't hear it, but
Bye, Coco.
I can't tell what it says, but I can hear it.
Bye,
It's weird.
Coco. What the f... Wha-
In a panic frenzy, both Nia
So in terms of believability, That is very, very interesting. It can't be an earthquake. Because for one, if it was an earthquake, everything else would be shaking. Not only that, if it wasn't an earthquake, and of course one of them was just playing around with it, she did a little under the bed scan. So let's go right here. I'm just doing a little observation. Right here. You'd be able to see someone at least right here, because right here is the corner of the room, probably. So you'd see someone there, but
Coco,
the fact that there's no cuts,
what you doing down here?
and then the bed just starts shaking is... Yeah, look, you can't see anything right here either. So how's the bed shaking? There's two people here. The one person got up and I think left, or standing at the door. The person who's recording is just right here staring at it. So what's causing this? That's the question.
In a panic frenzy, both Nia and her cousin jump out of
And I don't think it would be fishing line either. It couldn't be fishing line.
bed. Thinking that an earthquake was happening right then, they immediately hop off, only to see that nothing else in the room was shaking. If nothing
Like I said.
around the bed or below it was there to cause a tremor, then what did? As Nia believes, Coco had crawled out from under the bed as she sensed that something wasn't right.
Bye, Coco.
Bye.
Like most videos involving dogs that see things that aren't there, this one seems to suggest that something
Oh, I felt dizzy there for a second.
unexplainable was at play here. Perhaps the ribbon wasn't what was getting Coco's attention, but instead, whatever was moving it. Had Coco sensed something that might explain the rocking frame? Or had something else been at play here? As she writes, only Coco might know the answer to this.
I do believe in the sense that dogs and cats, animals could see stuff that we can't.
It's late at night when two girls are home
As well
alone,
as I don't get it, but I also do believe in the way that kids could also see things that we can't. Oh, I don't know. It's more of like imagination, they say. I don't know how it works. I really
what
don't.
appears to be a sleepover at either girl's place. It's unknown whose house was hosting this mini slumber party, but whether hosted by the girl recording this or the one who's seen on camera,
Yeah.
it's safe to assume that they
For
won't be
real
having
though,
any
I haven't had a sleepover in like centuries. I only have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 friends. I don't have a lot of friends, but I haven't had a sleepover in forever.
more sleepovers at this house. As the video shows, something pretty creepy was captured while both girls stayed up late.
Walking really funny.
Now the girl talking behind the camera is known as K. Marie, and she took this video way back when she was still attending grade school. It's been more than a few years now since the time of this recording, but still, to this day, she hasn't forgotten about this. As K. Marie writes, me and my cousin are messing around and we caught something strange. This is her video. Take a look.
Let's see it.
And go over there and then go like, "Ooh." Dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? Who's that?
That is
Did you
weird.
guys see that? It's
It happens quickly, but a strange, translucent-like figure passes by. Little K. Marie knew that she saw something, but wasn't entirely sure what it was. Almost immediately after asking, "Who are you?" a seemingly translucent, wispy-like figure flies above her head.
dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? Who's that?
It just shoots across so fast that you can't make out its shape.
Huh.
Whatever this was is
Yeah, I can't explain that.
just weird. But this wouldn't be the only weird thing recorded, because much later, K. Marie captures this.
That. Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here. Come here.
A voice saying "come here" is heard on
I really don't hear anything.
Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here. Come here.
Oh, it's a very, very, very subtle, but you could hear it if you turn the volume like all the way up.
A voice saying "come here" is heard on video.
It's very subtle.
It's a barely audible voice sounding much like a whisper that seems to be aimed at K. Marie. Although she didn't hear it at the moment, she strangely repeats those same words herself moments later.
Come here.
It's unknown as to where this voice came from or why she repeated those same words, but nothing is as baffling as what occurs next. It was just moments earlier that this was caught in the living room. Watch closely.
There's more?
Hello from the other side.
Hello. It sounds like a boy. A boy's voice there.
Getting really funny.
On the surface of this TV screen, a reflection of something moving appears out of nowhere. Mind you though, that K. Marie is sitting down during this time, and her cousin is in the other room. If no one else was home, then who was this? And why?
That is creepy, especially around kids recording. But it's gotta be way more scary to get me. Way more scary. I have seen stuff.
Why is it that this is seen and not the flash from K. Marie's phone?
For real though, I have seen scary stuff. So this is kind of, it's scary, creepy, but it's not gonna get me.
As she points out, the screen showed no reflection of the camera flash
here to
or the
get
light from inside the
scarred.
room behind her. In short, nothing that night made any sense. It's for this reason that she shares this video so that someone can explain this. While there has yet to be a
You mind taking the microphone away from your mouth?
definitive explanation, she continues to wonder just what exactly happened that night.
Hello from the other side.
You sounded really close to the microphone there for a second.
Now the following video was recorded inside a subway carriage with not many passengers on board. The person who took this is known as Mark Ogpas, and apparently, while taking a late night train back to his hotel, he saw something that made his skin crawl. According to Mark, I caught something that was not normal and gave me goosebumps.
Alright, let's see what it is.
Now just for context, this video was taken in 2023 after Mark had come back from playing at a festival that same night. Given that Mark is both a musician and a singer, he
cool.
rarely posts anything that isn't about making songs or singing on stage. One look at his channel and you'll find clips of him either playing at sold-out venues or jamming with friends.
I've seen this one, I think. A long time ago, I've seen this one.
All of his videos have nothing to do with anything creepy or paranormal. That is, until recently, after sharing countless videos about music.
I swear to God, it's like I seen a video in like a same room like this. But it was more of, there was like a window back here and a ghost, I think, like a figure just walked past the window, but they were on like the third or fourth floor or second floor. But it wasn't from this guy, I guess. If it's on the subway, who was it? Oh my God. It's a video I've seen like a long time ago.
About
I
music,
can't remember.
Mark uploads something that he's kept private for 3 years. On the night of September 2nd, 2023, Mark was riding a train in the city of Vienna with friends and family who had just seen him perform at a venue that just ended.
Okay,
Not sure
I'm
if
ready.
he was just seeing things.
Hit me with it.
He takes out his phone and records this.
Okay.
Among all passengers on board, one rider stands out the most. Sitting alone and appearing quite stiff is someone who's dressed in all black. They don't move and show no expression whatsoever on their face, like a body devoid of any life.
What's really weird here is how pale she is. Like she's not like the like pale white like white, but just like kind of ghostly pale. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Phantom pale? I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. Grayish pale?
They
I hope you
remained
guys know what
still
I mean.
while staring off with a dead gaze. Now, of course, the odds of this being an actual person dressed in funeral attire are not low, but being dressed as a mourner in the dead of night with a stiff demeanor will definitely spook anyone. However, what makes this truly unsettling is a tiny detail that Mark mentions. According to him, when he showed this video to his friends who were sitting across from the lady in black, they told him that they didn't see anyone sitting there at the time. The seat was entirely empty as they recall. The
That is
mourner,
weird.
as Mark calls her, was only seen by him and thankfully by a few others around him. But of course, what do you think? Had Mark captured a full figure apparition on camera? Or did he just record someone who strangely appeared lifeless while dressed in funeral garments? As always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusion. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd
I will always see this and think of got milk.
like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Number
It
one.
was during a school field trip to the mountains that the following was caught on camera. Now it's worth noting that the exact source of this clip is unknown. It seems that whoever took this video was most likely either a student or a teacher who was accompanying the students on this bus. But as it seems,
Right.
someone
Hit
or
me with it.
something else had also been accompanying the group, or at least stayed close to them. Throughout the entire video, no one on this bus notices anything strange during their trip. Whether distracted by the mountain scenery via the bus window or the large dash cam inside the shuttle, no one had noticed the thing that appears during this recording. See if you can notice anything strange in this clip. Watch closely. Now at first glance, it seems that nothing unusual appears inside the bus. And actually, that's true, because what was captured doesn't appear inside,
It
but
was in
instead
TV.
outside. If it weren't for the live dash cam inside this bus, this wouldn't have been captured. Pay close attention to the TV that's linked up to the dash cam.
I I don't, I never expected to see something like that before ever, to be honest.
In front of the bus, a mysterious figure passes by.
That's odd.
Whether walking or running, something about its movement seems quite unnatural. It just seemingly staggers across the bridge as if limping or tottering before disappearing. But by far, its appearance is the most uncanny. Whatever this is doesn't appear to have a torso. What looks like a pair of moving legs are only seen on camera, but the rest of the body, nowhere. Now, because there isn't much info on the video, it isn't known if anyone else had spotted the figure, but if they did, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that this would have scared the living daylights out of them. But as always,
I don't think this is like a GoPro. Or unless he said it was.
let me know your
I
thoughts on
wasn't paying
this one.
attention. Alright, we're gonna watch one more. We're gonna watch one more. Is there like a scary compilation of 2025? Did he upload one? You gotta be smart. No, he just has one for 2024. I thought he'd had one for 2025. Weird. I could totally watch these. I'll save these for another video because they're like an hour long. Okay, let's do this one.
In the following video, two sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off.
I'm recording. Wait. Do you hear that?
As it seems, someone had entered their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that the door was wide open, and it doesn't help that they just heard a...
You know that rule apparently ghosts have, well, I don't know if it's true, but every time I see a ghost with the involve a front door, they always knock first before they move into the house. It's like they have to, it's like Sinners, where they need permission to enter. Well, I guess this breaks that now, but I always had that implication every time I see a ghost video, because I never seen one like this one, where the door just opens and the ghost is like, I'm just gonna let myself in. I don't need permission. It's like a landlord does not care about his rules.
police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate anymore, this happens.
Also, this is why you always lock your front door.
What is it?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my god. I hate this already. Everybody's like, hi ghost, don't mind me. I'm just doing my job. Let's smoke, my friend. What was that? Why does it look like they're running backwards? You don't even hear footsteps. You don't even see them running from right here, because they come from right here. You don't even see them. Oh wait, is that a different area? Yeah, no, it's right here. No, wait. Yeah, oh, it's right here. Okay, that makes sense. I hate this. No, I'm not looking. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not looking. Okay, hold on. I barely saw that. What was that? It's like not even there. And the next frame it is. Bro, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. No, I'm not looking. That's nightmare fuel, bro. Stop that! Stop going up and down! Don't even move at all!
Clear.
What do you mean by clear? No? Bro, how long is this going on for? I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't look at this. Not when it continues to go like this and this and this. Oh, does he talk? Is it over?
As it seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting. Both sisters initially thought a person had broken in, but upon watching the footage and seeing the small, shadowy figure dashing past the camera, they knew that this was something else. Whatever this was doesn't appear to have any discernible features, and it doesn't help that it moves exceedingly fast before disappearing out of nowhere.
The fact that it just moved so quickly, but then like the motion capture camera didn't see that shape. And like when it was
even the camera seems to have trouble identifying the figure. There's moments.
This type of footage is always nightmare fuel to me, okay? I don't like when the camera motion tracks and it just takes like a good minute for it to turn around to look at it. Okay? You never know what will happen. And it's all thanks to Paranormal Activity for that.
When it passes by and no visual tracker appears around it.
Paranormal Activity is where I learned that fear.
But then strangely, at times, the green box appears in a dark room as though something was being detected.
Got me with this one. You got me good with this one.
Never before has the camera done this until tonight when the door opened by itself.
Front door opening on its own. That's closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like brand new. Like it's not old or like anything.
Yeah.
Considering that all this activity was preceded by the door opening, they believe something paranormal had forced its way in, which makes you wonder about the video from early on. Could it be that something supernatural had opened the bedroom door at the beginning of this video, or was it simply due to something else? After watching the footage, it's hard to say what exactly occurred. Know your thoughts on this. Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrive at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
Okay. They're not gonna let me go past it. They're not gonna let me go past it. Somebody's there.
We're right here.
I'm telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not gonna let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue.
Oh, good.
Someone's there and they're not gonna let me go past it. Someone's at the door.
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do that?
You gotta listen. There's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
Thank you.
We're here for you.
Okay?
All right? Is that okay? That it? Is that it? Are you okay?
I'm just waiting for someone
While
to
claiming
stand.
to see someone standing at his door, a clock falls without warning. Now, the possibility of this being a coincidence isn't entirely ruled out, but when you consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. But when you consider
Oh, 12 o'clock. I thought the little hand was over here. I was like, it's a little weird. It stopped at 3
the fact
in the
that
morning
the clock
or
was
PM.
securely mounted on the wall,
But no,
well,
it's
things
12.
get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, I'm not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are normal people. My most common hallucination is
It's okay. I am very aware of what schizophrenia is too.
seeing
I am
a
aware of
shadow
it.
figure.
I know someone who used to be
in
schizophrenic.
doorways, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that aren't there.
What's wrong? What? What? There's nothing in there. What?
That reaction is, I don't know why, I could just tell it's a real reaction. I don't know how, I could just tell.
Her description of what she saw was eerily similar to Cass's depiction of the man. Now, because of this angle, we can't see what it is that she saw, but thankfully, there's another camera in this house that might have recorded evidence of the so-called man. Over on Cass's channel, you'll find many videos where he documents his schizophrenic episodes. Thanks to his GoPro, he can easily record moments of extreme psychosis by simply pressing a button.
What I do is, if the hallucination's like really strong and I am not even like making sense out of reality, I use this, and basically I point it at the door frame or whatever I'm seeing, and look at the screen. And if what I'm seeing in the door frame isn't on the GoPro screen, it's not real.
That's a really good way of dealing with schizophrenia. I never thought of that.
Helps me calm down.
That's a really, really good way of dealing with it. That's a really good way.
However, there's one video on his channel that's completely different from the rest. While talking to an hallucination, he captures this.
You always say the same thing. No. Quit it. Stop bringing that up. Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Whoa. Alexa, light on.
I feel it. I feel it. We're gonna see a ghost. I can't watch this. This is nightmare fuel for me. I know it's his technique, but I have PTSD. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, lads and gents, we are back. You have to excuse me. I have some people over, so they needed something, so I wanted to go help them with something. Anyway, let's continue. Bro, that's your cue to get the flip out of there.
Cass couldn't tell if what he was seeing was real, so naturally, he walks over to the other curtains to do his usual technique and tries to get rid of this so-called delusion. Apparently, he wasn't just seeing the curtain moving, but a figure standing behind it.
What? There's a figure behind it?
In a panic frenzy, he opens and closes the drape as an attempt to scrub away the figure, but while doing so, the curtain moves again. This was strange considering that he was no longer seeing someone behind it, yet somehow, despite doing his usual technique, something was still happening. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, the whole drape begins to lift upwards. It appears to go up entirely before dropping to the ground. If seeing things in doorways didn't already freak him out, then surely this has. Now to this day, watching this video freaks him out. Seeing this scares him because what he thought was just an hallucination was actually real. This, as a result, makes it harder for him to trust his own perception. It's for this reason that he really—
I was just thinking about that too. Schizophrenia in a haunted house is got to be difficult. Being able to tell what's real and what's not. Like I said, I know what schizophrenia. I'm aware of schizophrenia because I knew someone who was schizophrenia.
Really talks about this incident, but after recording what recently happened, he couldn't help but think of this. So then, might there be some connection between this occurrence and the one from many years ago? Cass believes so. But of course, like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. For now, this one remains a mystery. Now this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at her high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, a camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
What you guys will do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay, we don't want any broken ankles tonight for graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts. That was odd. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
The friendly ghost? Did you say the friendly ghost or a friendly ghost?
Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
A friendly ghost.
Thank you, sir. And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened. As he claims, this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind. While instructing students on how to move on stage, this is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements.
I mean, how long is less? 15. So it's about, no, stop. Less than 10 minutes? 9 minutes maybe, I think? I'm either bad at math or I'm not reading that right. 15. 25 is 10 minutes, yeah. So about 9 minutes, I think. I don't know. I'm dumb. All right.
You guys have really taken leadership. Everybody to give us their science. There it goes again. Yeah. One of those were like we must have an open door somewhere else in the building, blowing that open. Anyway, so let's get started in just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson, we'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, come over. Then we have no, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over. That right. Then we've got Emily Rodriguez.
What happened?
And
Where did I come from?
And
Oh, it's his hat. I was like, what is that?
And just fly away. It flew away, did we?
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head.
Yeah, that can't be wind. It feels, well, it could be fishing string, but it'd be a bit difficult to try and keep it steady without it being seen on a camera while they're moving. It definitely can't be wind pressure. I don't know. That's weird.
Almost as if someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion before landing close to the exit. The same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy.
That is creepy. Oh my god, my chair is so squeaky. It's not squeaky like it makes a bunch of noise when leaning back, but more of just when you're sitting up for just a good distance or a good amount of time, and then you lean back in a chair, it makes a noise like a or like a little thud. I don't know.
December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks.
Okay, let's see what happened.
What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens.
Oh, that's a cat? I thought that was a dog.
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage. whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens.
That's like sad, in a way.
With no sight or any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case, but it's been 4 years since this happened, and despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over. On the night of December 21st, 2025, car
Number
enthusiast
1.
Jack Gavin was driving down an empty access road in a business park that had closed for the night. He was looking for a spot somewhere in this vast, empty office park for the purpose of taking videos of his car and posting them on his page. No one is ever around this area past operating hours, which can seem a bit creepy. But here, he can rev his engine as loud as he wants without being berated by a neighbor.
You're gonna wake up with the police standing over you.
Gotcha. Neighbors would often approach Gavin just to scold him, but even after driving elsewhere to avoid problems, he continues to be approached, just not by a neighbor, but by something else.
What the freak?
What?
What the freak was that? Oh my god!
According to Gavin, he was driving inside a business park located in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is close to where he lives, when he caught sight of a tall figure heading towards his vehicle. The following is his footage from both his dash cam and interior cam. Take a look.
Okay, let's see. I didn't see anything.
What the freak was that? Oh my god! What the freak was that?
Oh, you could see it there on the right or the left.
What the freak was that? Oh my god! What the...
Now, it's not just the sudden appearance of a dark figure that's strange on its own, but the details of this incident too, most of which don't make any sense. For one, why would there be anyone out here at night dressed in all black?
It kind of looks like a Reaper in a way. You know, the Grim Reaper?
If their intention was to stay hidden, then sure, that would make
Oh,
sense.
that reminds me of that video, the Grim Reaper video. Oh my god. Let me see if I can find it. I found the video and I completely
It appears that a tragic car
forgot to hit
accident occurred,
unpause.
resulting in the driver losing their life in.
This is the one I'm talking about. This right here. What?
It appears that a tragic car might be.
How insulting. Okay, this one right here is what I'm talking about. Why is it space to move on to the next video? I don't know if this is real or not, but this is the one I was talking about.
He still doesn't know who or even what that was, but one can safely assume that coming back here to find out isn't something he plans to do anytime soon.
And this is it.
Also, if you haven't...
Yep. Okay. Well, that's about it. You guys did enjoy. Oh god. Go away. You guys did enjoy. Hit like, subscribe. If you guys want more ghost videos, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions of what I should watch next, feel free to let me know in the comments below, or put in it in the recommendation center or in the recommendation channel in the Discord. So yeah, without further much, that will be it for today's video. We'll see you guys later. Peace.